Lewis Hamilton's debut with Ferrari quickly became one of the most vibrant and discussed storylines of the 2025 Formula One season, surrounded by an intense mix of excitement, high expectations, and constant pressure. However, just as doubts were emerging about Ferrari's ability to provide Hamilton with the right equipment to compete head-to-head with the championship's main forces, an extraordinary development completely changed the landscape. A newly redesigned floor was introduced to Hamilton's car, potentially the most significant evolution since the 7-time world champion joined the Italian team. This advancement is not merely a minor aerodynamic modification. On the contrary, it represents a profound transformation of one of the most essential components of a modern Formula One car, as the floor is primarily responsible for generating the downforce needed to keep the car stable and grippy at high speeds. Its function is crucial not only for overall vehicle stability, but also for balance through high-speed corners, an area where Hamilton had been reporting issues such as uncertain grip, unstable rear end, and extreme sensitivity to setup changes throughout race weekends. The situation becomes even more interesting when considering that this new floor was not initially scheduled to debut at Suzuka. The original plan was to introduce it at later events, possibly in wet condition. However, following dramatic events in Australia and the disqualification of Hamilton and Leclerc at the Chinese Grand Prix, Ferrari made a bold decision to fast-track the update at an impressive pace. Now, on the eve of the Japanese Grand Prix, Hamilton may have a significantly more competitive machine capable of transforming his season. However, this is a high-risk move. Suzuka is renowned for exposing every weakness of a car. With its high-speed corners, extreme technical demands, and unforgiving nature, the Japanese circuit is one of the most challenging in the world. If the new floor performs as expected, Hamilton could quickly rejoin the fight for the top positions, silencing critics and completely altering the narrative of his season. If it does not work, Ferrari will face tough questions about the direction of their development and the sustainability of their aggressive approach in such a long championship. It is also important to highlight that this update sends a powerful message of Ferrari's commitment to Hamilton. The team is not simply giving him a red car to drive, but is crafting a true extension of his style, talent, and experience. For a driver seeking an 8th world title, such a personalized adaptation could prove decisive. If you want to understand in detail the changes made to the car, why this new floor could be a turning point for Ferrari in Japan, and how it could alter Hamilton's trajectory this season, you are in the right place. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, because what is coming could be the crucial moment of the 2025 season. In modern Formula One cars, the floor is responsible for most of the downforce. Its design aims to accelerate airflow under the car, creating a low-pressure area that effectively sucks the vehicle to the ground. If this area is not optimized, issues such as inconsistent grip, unstable rear end, and an extremely narrow setup window arise, making it difficult to adapt the car to different track conditions. Ferrari's current attempt is to revolutionize this vital area. Engineers have worked tirelessly to fast-track the development of a new floor, aiming to broaden the range of possible adjustments, smooth rear load transfer, and stabilize the aerodynamic platform. Success in this task could provide Hamilton with a more predictable and responsive car through every corner of Suzuka's challenging layout. Nevertheless, the project remains in a delicate stage. Ferrari is considering two approaches. The first would involve homologating an entirely new floor, aggressively redesigning airflow to maximize high-speed stability. Although potentially transformative, this solution is risky given the tight timeline. The second alternative would implement localized improvements, especially around the diffuser area, without requiring new homologation. While less bold, this option can still deliver immediate gains in stability and airflow management, crucial aspects at Suzuka. There is also the possibility that only one car will receive the update this weekend, most likely Hamilton's, in a strategy aimed at maximizing immediate competitive returns. However, Ferrari's efforts are not limited to the floor. The team has also been refining the rear suspension, seeking better synchronization between mechanical response and aerodynamic load, addressing one of the car's major weaknesses so far. Improvements in suspension could make the car more stable during the rapid direction changes typical of the Japanese circuit. Combined with a newly customized steering wheel for Hamilton, providing real-time data and greater control over car behavior, it is clear that Ferrari is shaping its strategy around the British driver. After the disqualifications in China, the challenge is not only to stay in the title fight, but also to restore team morale and reaffirm their ability to deliver results under pressure. For Hamilton, this weekend is about much more than points on the table. It is about regaining confidence, reaffirming the decision to wear red, and taking a decisive step toward the title. A driver who fully trusts his car can extract those precious tenths of a second in qualifying, defend positions more aggressively, and make instinctive race-changing decisions. It is fascinating to observe Ferrari's transformation as an organization. The rapid decision to bring forward such a complex update shows a profound cultural shift, highlighting a greater openness to listening to their drivers and acting swiftly. With Hamilton on board, we might be witnessing the birth of a new Ferrari, more flexible and responsive. Suzuka will be the ultimate test for this new phase. With demanding corners like the S-complex, the Degner curve, and the challenging 130R, the circuit requires perfect synergy between driver and machine. If Hamilton feels he can fully trust his car, we could be about to witness one of the most remarkable performances of the season. But this Grand Prix is not only about what happens on the track. What takes place behind the scenes, in data collection and analysis, and the team's ability to adapt in real time, will be equally decisive. If the update works, Ferrari can open a new chapter of success. If not, pressure and criticism will quickly arise. We are at a critical point in the season, when small choices can define the entire championship. Ferrari is making its gamble. Hamilton is more determined than ever, and we, the fans, are about to discover whether this boldness will lead to glory or to another story of unfulfilled expectation. And you? Do you believe this is the moment when the partnership between Hamilton and Ferrari truly begins to shine? Or will Suzuka reveal that there is still a long road ahead? If you appreciate deep and detailed coverage like this, do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate all notifications. The season is only going to get more intense from here, and we will be here to bring you every decisive moment. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.